What's going on, guys? I'm in Portland today and I'm kicking off my first long distance through hike. I've been a section hiker up to this point, and yeah, I'm doing the Great Southwest Walk, which kicks off in Portland, Victoria, and it actually finishes in Portland, Victoria. So it's a 250 kilometer circuit, and I'm going to take the next 14 days to complete it, which feels very luxurious in the sense that I know between each sections I'll be hanging around for a few hours before sundown. So yeah, if you're into hiking gear and all that stuff, guys, hit the subscribe button. It's too early for all that. I can tell you now, but that's what this channel's about, guys, and hope you enjoy this trek, and I'll check in with you soon. I'm just thinking about the lunch I'm gonna have. I'm hungry. So here are my options: noodles and a protein bar with a strong cappuccino. I've got a dehydrated, like, big brekkie meal, which I could put in the wraps that I have. Alright, so moving over to my tent. So we have here, guys, the Mountain Laurel Designs Super Mid tent, and if you want a review of that tent, then check out the link above. So guys, for my quilt, I've got the Enlightened Equipment Revelation Down Custom in a pine green, and I've got a citrus orange for inside. For my pillow, I'm using my down jacket. I simply just fold it up like a pillow, tie the arms up, and I find that just works really well for me. I don't like blow up pillows. That's something I've learned. And I've also got here, guys, my Kindle Paperwhite, which is super awesome. This one's actually waterproof. I just purchased this for this trip. For my pack, guys, I've got these Z packs, Arc Blast. I've got all of my dehydrated food in the bottom of the pack. Everything else simply gets stuffed in there. I've got a whistle, a microfiber towel, and my Garmin InReach Mini just in case anything goes wrong. So the way I like to film is to essentially try and capture the landscape as it changes, and I've just really noticed a really big change here, and it's just stunning. So check this out, guys. Well, guys, we've arrived at the ink pot. Check this out. This thing's 10 meters deep, or up to 10 meters deep, and it's largely sediment of some kind. All right, come on, kids. It's time for a swim. Well, I'm going to stop here and have a quick bite and then press on to camp. Been waiting for this all day. I actually saw about like 10 emus, like really huge ones, running in the distance on that farm back there. But they were too far to even capture, so missed out a little bit there, but that's all right. Got to see the ink pot. Oh, nice place to filter some water. Good day for a swim. I was feeling a bit thirsty, but I'm not feeling thirsty anymore. I've been alone for 4 days, so this is what you get, folks. Come to Australia and see the ink pot. This little birdie's been following me around. It's following me down to the water. So tomorrow I've got a pretty big day. I'm going to do a 30-kilometer hike, and I'm going to a place called just outside of Nelson. And then in the morning I'm going to go to Nelson and just enjoy myself. I'm going to get a few frothies, you could say. A few pieces of chocolate, if you don't mind. No. Oh my gosh. I'm going to go to Nelson, replenish some supplies, and then I'm going to head basically down the coastline, and I can't wait. So yeah, as of tomorrow I will have completed the full forest river section, and I'll be hitting the coast all the way down to Portland, which is the second half of this hike. So feeling very excited about it tomorrow. Massive day for me tomorrow, 30 kilometers. And like 30 kilometers is usually fine, like no sweat, but when you've just hiked 20, or you've just hiked 27 the previous day, or you've just hiked 17, you definitely feel it. So anyway, onwards and upwards. On to tomorrow. I get to kick back here at SB camp with the kangaroos and the chirpy little birds. Oh my god. Hello. Hey. Oh shit. It's alright, it's okay. It's alright, go on. Out you go. Shit. You can't come in. Hey guys, I'm in Nelson now. And I'm really happy to be here. It's awesome. I actually spent the night here in a motel, and I got all my clothes washed. I got all my devices charged. I had an amazing warm sleep, which was so good. I don't know if that's cheating or not. It was a pretty cheap motel, but it was great. I've had great service in this little town. Apparently it's a town of 150 people. It's a fisherman's town, a fishing person's town, and yeah, awesome to be on the coast. So good to be out of the bush. I've got a jaffle, which is a cheese tomato toasty. It's a pretty fancy toasty actually. I've got a chicken and asparagus pie, and a Nippy's iced coffee because people, I have a loaf of bread, cups of soup, and a couple of noodles. So I'm basically stocking up because the next 7 days I'll be heading down this coastline towards Portland. so good. It's such a change from that forest. This untamed sea is just amazing. You know, I feel so very refreshed. You know, being where I am today. And it's just so nice having come from the forest to enter the beach, and honestly, it's just beautiful. It's so refreshing. I seem to have regrown my hair. Hey man, I'm a hiker, and I've been hiking the Appalachian Trail for 10 years, man. Oh, like, life's so good. I just get pissed every night and just like follow people around. It's really cool. It's everywhere. So I'm back on the coast and pulled a calf muscle because I'm walking on the sand. But yeah, I've got 16.5 kilometers today, which is not too bad. However, if I can, I'm going to do 37.5 because I'd like to make it to the springs today and get into some of those caves, which means that it'll be a 37.5 kilometer beach walking today on soft sand. But we'll see what happens. I could just finish up at the next lake. I'll tell you what, that 5.5 Ks last night into camp was absolutely painful. It was so painful because it felt like 10 Ks. I was on that trail for so long and it jigged and jagged, and then it makes you walk right around the lake. It was bad. And then I had to camp next to some rowdy people, but honestly, I got at least 11 hours sleep. I must have been really tired. Seagulls want a piece of me, but I've got to see back stuff. They'll come again. The tide is coming in, and I just made it up here. This is just smothered in rubbish. Alright guys, so I've decided to do the 22-kilometer beach walk today because I've come down here to experience the coast and I want to experience as much of the coast as possible. Even though it's a 10-kilometer shorter route, I was right by the entry into the inland route, and it would have been much easier than trekking through these sand dunes, I can tell you. Also, just because of all the COVID stuff, I don't want to go through the airport. There's a section where you have to traverse through the airport, and it's the law now in Victoria that you have to wear a mask when you're out in public, so that would be difficult for me considering I've only got my microfiber towel. And yeah, I don't want to walk 3 kilometers around the airport with no sufficient mask. But there's a few reasons why I've taken this route. You have the option, it gives you on the sign. This is the one I want to take. It's going to be a really hard day. I think I might even get some rain, but I have to press on. This is like the hump. It feels like the hump day. The next day is like traversing around the capes and looking at the seal colony. Hopefully the seal's there. So into the dunes I go, back onto the beach for a 17-18 kilometer beach trek, 20 all up. Yeah, let's make it happen. The last 2 kilometers of my 70 kilometer beach trek. I was dreading today, but it was a really good day actually, after all. So I finished between 70 and 80 kilometers of beach walking, and it feels really good. It feels really good to be done that section, and it is just beautiful up here. Like, it's such a good feeling to look back on where you've come from, which is way up there, like further than the eye can see, to Nelson. And then you get to explore these cliffside views. And as usual, I've got the whole camp to myself. So I'm out of food, and I'm about 10 k's off, or maybe 5 kilometers off this cafe. And I'm gonna make it to the second cape tonight and then dash into Portland. Been hiking since 7:30 this morning. I'm really exhausted and so ready to be home. My battery on all my devices is critically low. So I don't know if I can make another video just due to battery capacity on my phone and having to narrate the purchase of fuel and that kind of stuff for my vehicle. But guys, if you enjoyed this series, hopefully I'll give you a snippet of the end, then please subscribe to my channel. And as always guys, have a great day. You're in lockdown. Well, I'm about to be in lockdown too. I've got to get home. But if you're on lockdown, hope you're enjoying kicking back. And as always, have a great day guys. See you around. Peace from the Great Southwest Walk.